How's it going, guys? Today is Monday. It's a new week. We're going to start it off pretty good. Out back here, we have the red GTR. What I did on this thing this morning was I just replaced the spark plugs on it. It was running kind of weird, so Roberto told me to replace the spark plugs on it. So I gapped them down to 30, put some never sees on them, put them in the car. Now we're going to work on Nori's car. We're going to put in a couple of suspension arms so that we can adjust his camber more, because right now he went up a size in rims, so now his wheels rub a lot. So he wants to get that fixed, so we're going to fix it for him. Then we're going to move on to Nick's car and do that catch can for him, and that should almost wrap up the day probably. I'm not too sure. I think it's like 12-ish right now already, so we're going to just keep rolling with the flow on this thing. Later on this week, we're going to work on the 180. I'm going to order a bunch of parts for that thing. We're going to do some work on the BMW, and we're just going to have a great week, guys. We also got to reupholster the seat on the moped. So lots more to come this week. Don't forget to stay tuned, and let's jump into Nori's car. Okay, guys, so what we just replaced was this arm right there. This one actually goes to the lower control arm part of the suspension, and this is going to adjust the caster forward and back so that we can place the wheel farther back in the wheel well, and then adjust the camber some more so that it gets a better track width or camber on the wheel. So this one went in perfect, not too hard. Just take a couple 17s off, adjust it to the right length, and put it in, bolt it back up, tighten it down, and you're good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the other side and then put it back in the ground. And then Roberto said he's going to show me how to adjust this thing later, so I want to just wait for Roberto, or he's just going to do it himself. So we're going to do the other side and then continue on. Okay, guys, so now Nori's car is all done. Both of the lower caster arms are in, all set and ready for adjustment. Trucks. So now that that is all done, we're going to pull this thing out, and we're going to bring in Nick from Clean Cultures, his blue GTR, and we're going to install the catch can on that thing. I know you guys have been waiting around for that, so let's go ahead and get to that. Okay, guys, so we're here with the catch can. We got it basically almost all the way in. This is not a hard job to do. It's pretty simple. So what you do is you have to knock out the PCV hoses in the back, the two bungs. Roberto just kind of threw them on the ground right here, 1 and 2. You just hit them with a hammer, knock them loose, and then just start wiggling them back and forth and pull them out. And then those things come out. Then you replace them with the bungs that go into there that have threads on the top side right there, so that all the threads are out. You probably could thread it into the actual valve cover, but we just put grooves on it and then put silicone on it and just hold it completely and still. But then this is where we're going to mount the catch can, so that's all set right there. I just got to tighten this thing down and then just run the lines, and it should be good. Okay, guys, so here's the final product on this car. The lines are hooked up. They are in the back of the valve covers back there. Everything's nice and tight. The bolts, I just drilled 2 holes into the wheel well right there just to get the catch can to stay in place right there. And I think I'm going to put another zip tie right there just to hold those together. But that's about it for that. This thing came out pretty good. I like the way it looks and how it functions. So it's not that hard of a thing. We're like vlog something right here.
This is how Marcus does his vlogs, just so you guys that watch his channel, check it out. Marcus Parks, go see. You'll see a real
vlog on vlog.
Real behind the scenes view of what's going on here. What are we talking about, Marcus?
Putting in the catch can.
Ooh, that's pretty nice. If you want to see more about the catch can,
don't post this before me.
I'm gonna post it right now.
So as you can see, he's already ruined a surprise for you guys. But this thing came out great. I like it. Nick should love it. It's going to be awesome. He won't be shooting any oil anywhere anymore, so he'll be glad about that. And then the last thing that I did was actually the If you have a torque converter bolt, it actually fits right where the PCV valve is supposed to go, same threads and everything. So all I did, just to reinsure so that it wouldn't blow out or anything, is I put a little bit of gray RTV around it just to give it a good seal. And that's about it for that. Like I said before, this thing came out awesome. I don't know what I'm going to do tonight, but I'm going to introduce my parents later on, so stay tuned for that. But we're going to end up leaving the shop pretty soon. I'm going to start cleaning up and seeing what else I can like tidy up around the shop. But that's about it for the rest of the day here, so stay tuned for what's later. So guys, I'm here in my car. Obviously I left, I went home, I changed. I'm in some better clothes now, but now we're about to go meet my parents. My parents want to go see the new Mission Impossible, so we're going to go to that tonight. Nothing too crazy. After that, we're probably going to go down and get something to eat. Maybe I'll bring them downtown, I don't know yet, but let's just roll with it, and I'll show you guys my parents in a second. Guys, so here we go, we're about to meet my parents. My parents, mom and dad. Can't go any higher because they don't want to be seen.
No, we don't want to be seen. No, we don't want to be seen.
It reminds you of a cartoon when you're a kid, because like when you're watching a TV show, it's like they don't show anything from like the waist up usually, so it's really different. But those are my parents. We're about to go to the movie theater and go see a movie, but then just go from there. Okay guys, that's about it for this video. We just got out of the movie theater. Thought it was 9 o'clock because the car says 9 o'clock. It's actually 10 o'clock. That movie was really late, but it was a really good movie. Just having fun with my parents for these next couple days because they're down here and I want to see them, and I just want to spend time with them instead of really making videos like I said yesterday. But let's hope that you guys like this video too. We did a lot today. We did spark plugs in a GTR, which I didn't film. I'm sorry about that. We did Nori suspension parts. I'd filmed a little bit of that. And then we put the catch can in Nick's car. I didn't really film a lot of that, but I filmed like a couple bits and pieces of that. So I hope you guys like that part. It's kind of explanatory. When I do mine on my car, which I will probably be ordering this week because it was pretty cheap, I will be doing a better explanation on how to install it, where to do it, put it, stuff like that. So I'll be doing that. But that's about it, guys. If you guys liked the video, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.